Hi guys, I'm going to be telling you the tips on how I got from this to this. Big purr. Like, y'all bitches could never, but really you could, because I'm about to tell you how I did it, so you can do it too. Let's get into it. So I'm going to show you how I went from this, like basically 100 kgs to this. Okay. We're coming together slowly but surely. Yeah. Let's get into it. Okay, so let's start off with the basics, because you need the foundations to be right in order for you to build on it. The first thing, and it sounds obvious, and it is obvious, do more and eat less. I know. You can't just be in the house all the time. You can't. I know people work from home, but you're gonna have to leave. I'm sorry. You gotta go outside. You gotta hit the streets. Yeah? If you're going to be eating like 2,000 calories a day and you're just at home doing nothing, what do you think is gonna happen? Baby, sweetheart, you will be rotund. Rotund. Yes, I use that word. It's true. Yeah. Instead of driving to do your errands, you walk there. If you need to get off, stop early and walk the rest of your journey home. Just like go outside, go meet your friends, like do something, you know what I mean? Like do something now. You can't just be at home all the time. Like go outside. You've got to be conscientious of the things that you're doing and the things that you're eating. If you're a grazer, maybe you just don't have snacks in the house. Because if you're a grazer, you just do it. Have you ever seen that show Secret Eaters? Because that's what people do sometimes. Like, you don't even realize it, but when you're cooking, you might just be nibbling here and there, testing. And then by the time you've actually got your meal, you've already eaten a meal in the process of making a meal. Be conscientious of the things that you're doing. Now to point number 2. Okay, so this one is a big one for me because me, I am a snack, so I do snack as well. Because you are what you eat. You know, you cannot be snacking because it's literally just extra calories. Honestly, I'd say instead of eating a snack, just eat a meal instead. Eat a meal instead, because a snack isn't even gonna fill you. It's not gonna. It's just like a little placeholder for the next meal until the next meal. Just eat the next meal, basically. Cut those calories out, eat the next meal, and then see where we go from there. You know, you don't have to have these snacks all the time, because one snack can lead to 2 snacks, can lead to 3 snacks, and I know from experience, you know, because I was a snack queen at one point. In order for me to cut my snacking, it was basically a thing where it's like, if they're not in the house, you can't do it. I have low self-control basically, so the only way I was not gonna snack is if I couldn't snack, as in they weren't even in my vicinity. So I just would not snack at all. So in order to not have these snacks in my house, one tip I will give is when you are going food shopping, grocery shopping, write a bloody list. Not a bloody... The British dropped out. Write a list of the things that you're gonna get, because if there's a list, you're less likely to veer from it. Because I'm telling you right now, if you go into your bloody... Oh my days, wow, I'm actually British. Wow! I didn't know I had been indoctrinated like this. If I go into Tesco with my list, I'm not even going down those aisles, so I'm not even gonna see those snacks. I'm not gonna see those snacks that are on offer that would entice me to purchase them. So I'll literally just be like, okay, I need to get these grapes. I need to get these grapes from the grapes aisle. Not the grapes aisle. Oh my gosh. I need to get these grapes from the fruit area. I need to get the salad. I need to get the protein. You know, I'm not going into the candy aisle or the alcohol section or any of that stuff. So write your list down and stick to it. Enough said. My 3rd tip is to cook your meals. So, one thing about me, all of this here is really just based on me. Obviously, you're your own person. Do what you want. But obviously, whatever you're doing has been successful. That's the reason why you're watching this video. Sassy Noah had to come out for a second. Yeah, so all of these things I'm saying is like, they are anecdotal. So for me, I would say cook your meals. First of all, you're saving money because you're not going outside to eat. If you cook your meals, you know exactly what's going inside it, so it's easy to count your calories, track your calories. And also, cooking takes time. I'm telling you. And if you cook like, well, if you're a proper cook, yeah. If you like cook, you know it takes time. So if you're putting in that effort to make the meal, you're more likely to actually eat the meal. Because do you know how long it takes to dice an onion? Just that alone, like, that's effort. If you go through that entire process, then you know the effort that's gone into it. So you're going to be like, well, I did just work away in the kitchen, so I'm going to have to eat this, aren't I? Even if you want to go outside, you're like, I still have that food that's in the fridge. Because yeah, you're going to have leftovers, first of all. You have multiple portions. When you're outside, you'll be like, no, I got the food in the fridge. Got the food in the fridge. If I don't eat it today, then it's gonna go off, and I'm gonna be annoyed because I'm having to throw away the food that I cooked. And you know how long that took? Yeah, that's what goes on in my head, basically. Another tip with that is when you are cooking your meals, make it look nice. Cause who wants to eat food that just looks so bland? And when I see these food prep like pictures where it's just one turkey breast, no seasoning, just pale, just like decrepit. What does that word even mean? I don't know. just lackluster. There's no sheen. There's je ne sais quoi. There's nothing. Like, I just get upset for them. So me personally, when I cook my meals, I make it look nice. I make sure that it's seasoned. I make it to a point where I want to eat it. One of the allures of going to a restaurant is that the food is like plated nice, it has a nice aesthetic, smells good, like it's a whole vibe. So you want to do that at home as well, so that you are more inclined, you're more enticed to eat at home, eat your own meals. Point number 5 is to walk more. When I tell you, yeah, walking, it gets your entire body moving. Like, there's not one part of your body that isn't moving when you're walking. When you want to do more, walking is a great option. Like, if you want to go do your errands on your way to work. I'm just talking as a London person, I can't lie. This is giving very London vibes. But obviously, people commute to work all the time. If you're on the tube, or the tube, maybe not. If you work in central London, yeah. This is very specific. I'm talking to a very niche person right now. If you work in central London, you can get off and stop earlier because all those stations are like quite close together. So you can get off and stop earlier and then walk the distance. And then that would be like an extra how many thousand calories? 1,000 so steps. And that would burn so many more calories. Just walk more, incorporate it into your daily life. If you want to go to your friend's house and they live in a, like, wherever is a reasonable distance to you, just walk it. If it's just slight, if you're thinking like, at the end of the day, you'll always make it there. Do you know what I mean? If you want to walk somewhere, you will walk somewhere. Number 6 is intermittent fasting. So this is like at the start of the weight loss journey, I can't lie. I don't really do this anymore. I would just eat quite a hearty meal that's low calorie, and then fasting for the rest of the day. I don't know the science behind it because obviously I'm not a scientist. I'm just a lady. I'm just a woman. So yeah, you can look that up because if I try to explain it to you, just know that I'm lying. So go to the actual scientist and find out the knowledge behind that. But intermittent fasting works. I can tell you that for facts. And then also, so when I started doing intermittent fasting, I did it for about a week. Your body kind of just gets used to eating a certain amount after that. You know, it's not like you're going to eat 3 square meals in that time. So you're just going to eat whatever you eat in that time. Until you feel satisfied, and then your body just gets used to that. So when you're no longer like actually like intermittent fasting with that sort of restriction, your body is just used to eating a certain amount, And then if you feel hungry here and there, then you can maybe eat like an apple or something low calorie, and then you'll still feel fine because you're so used to eating not as much. So yeah, I'll just go with those two, like go hand in hand, because yeah, your body just gets used to it. Don't ever think that, oh, I'm hungry so I'm not gonna eat. Like, that's not realistic. It can't be sustained. So just go ahead baby. Get you something to eat now. You better come get you something to eat. So if you do feel hungry, just eat. But apart from that, yeah. Number 7 is to eat less carbs. When I tell you, yeah, I don't know if it's just my body, but carbs just stick to my body. Like, they just stick to my body. There was a week where I literally just ate salads for dinner. When I tell you, my body was snatched after that week. Even though, like, obviously, me personally, I can't just be eating salads all the time, so it's not a sustainable thing, but my body just leaned out, like, leaned back, like, damn, I was, woo, that week, oh, yeah, that week was giving. Wherever I can replace carbs, I will. So instead of eating like a portion of rice, I'll have some cauliflower rice or some lettuce or whatever, just to get rid of the carbs. Is cauliflower rice a carb? I don't know if that's a carb or not. I do not believe it is a carb, but let me just Google it. This is why I have my laptop right here. Cauliflower. One of these. Cauliflower rice is a carb! Anyways. The thing, okay. My thing is, if you're gonna like replace your carbs with low calorie carbs. So for example, instead of eating white bread, whole grain bread, white tortilla, whole grain tortilla, rice, brown rice, quinoa, I don't know about quinoa actually, cauliflower rice, do something in order to reduce the calories, because going from a portion of rice being like 300 calories to cauliflower rice being like 30 calories, you're reducing the amount of calories you're eating by like 90%. So who wouldn't want to do that? Just include less carbs in your diet. Obviously you need carbs in your diet for it, in order for it to be balanced, but if you can reduce them, I'd advise to. Point number 8. Now, I know this is gonna come off a bit hypocritical because, you know, I do have my brown sugar espresso right here, but at the end of the day, I've been through the mud. I grinded, I hustled, and I'm here now. So, to tell y'all what to do. Do what I say and know what I do, okay? So point number 8 is do not drink your calories. Instead of having a iced latte or something that's like, I don't know, 300 calories, that 300 calories, yeah, in a meal, I'd rather have the, do you know how many, that would be like, I could have 3 whole apples, I could have like maybe like 5 apples, or I could have that latte, do you know what I mean? Like, think about it. Which one would you rather have? Like, I'm always gonna want more than less. That's just me. Instead of drinking your calories, I'll just say drink water. Like, it's obvious, but water has 0 calories and there's a lot of benefits to water. It's detoxifying, you get clear skin, like, your system is all cleansed and everything. It's obviously, it quenches fast, like, 0 calories. It's like a perfect life source. So why wouldn't you want to drink water? I'm not gonna lie, whenever I did need something like just to change things up a bit, because variety is the spice of life. So a Pepsi Max, like me, when I tell you I was the Pepsi Max queen when I needed to be, I get myself, put some ice cubes in a cup, get the Pepsi Max in there, squeeze a lime. Bon appetit. Okay, going to the gym and these walks and just moving about. Gym, honestly, I'm a little gym girl now. Like, I didn't really get it before because, I don't know, it just felt more like a chore. But when you start seeing the results, it becomes an addiction. First of all, going to the gym It's another reason for you to leave the house. You can walk to the gym as well, which is like extra calories burnt. It's good for your mental health. Well, I don't know about you, it was good for my mental health. Just being able to just like do something and not think about it, and just like, just clearing your mind. Love that. And also when you see the results, like, that's good as well. Because when you look good, you'll feel good, you'll do good, like, it all connects. It's like a little cycle, you know? It all comes together. Like, you're actually building strength and muscle, and when you feel powerful, and when you are powerful, you'll feel powerful. When you are powerful, you'll feel powerful as well. So yeah. And it also, like, it tones your body, like, because me losing weight, you get like loose skin and like just like jiggly here and there, but I really noticed going to the gym, my body's like tighter, and I love that for me. And then also people make friends at the gym. I don't know about that part, but maybe you can do that, and maybe you can tell me about that. But me personally, I'm just there, headphones in, clear, running on the treadmill. That's what I was doing. So yeah, just like tunnel vision. I like that. Although going to the gym is like has its benefits, just know that for me personally, I feel like people say it's 80-20 when it comes to diet and exercise, but for me personally, my body, I feel like it's 95-5 when it comes to like 95% diet and like 5% exercise. The exercise is just like for toning and for like mental stability and all that stuff, because yeah. So focus on what you're eating, because another thing, when you go to the gym, when you're on the treadmill for like 30 minutes and you burn like 400 calories or whatever, you'll be thinking to yourself, wow, is that really how long it takes to burn 400 calories? And I'm just gonna drink that in my little latte. Oh, maybe not. You will start thinking about it. You'll be making better decisions. Now that all the information, nutritional information is on the food that you're eating, like, you'll be looking at it like, damn, I'm gonna have to work out for 30 minutes tomorrow just to get rid of this. That's crazy. Yeah, go to the gym. This helps you make better choices because you realize the effort it takes to burn these calories that you're just eating mindlessly, basically. So yeah, get yourself together. I don't even think I have been keeping track of the numbers anymore, but this is the next tip. Just be prepared for it to take time. Me, I started doing the gym like properly like a month ago, and honestly I can say I was not seeing any difference. Like, I was going to the gym consistently because I knew I was going on holiday and I just wanted to look good and feel good on holiday, but I was not seeing any, I did not see no results up until I actually got on the holiday. And then I put on my dresses. I was like, damn, girl, you look good as hell. And that's the only difference between like the month before and that time. So I know the gym is definitely working close. And then people were like, the stairs. I said, I know I look good, baby. You can stare if you want, just don't touch, okay? Be prepared for it to take time. You might not see a difference in yourself, but other people's... Another thing is like, people be having body dysmorphia, they don't really know about it. You have to... It's a lot of things that are going on. A lot of things that are going on that go into this, but be prepared for it to take time. You might not see the results like instantaneously, but if you're putting in the work, you will surely see results at some point. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not going into thin air. Like, by the laws of physics, there is going to be some sort of change. So, what's that? Newton's third law. Every reaction has an equal opposite reaction. Do you know what I mean? So, the degree is coming out. The same way it took for like a long time for you to even gain the weight, it's gonna take probably like double the amount of time for you to lose this bloody weight. It's way easier to, well, for some people, it's way easier for you to gain weight than it is for you to lose weight. That's the reason why you are big. Do you know what I mean? So it's gonna take time and consistency. It takes discipline. Yeah. It takes work, hard effort, dedication. You're gonna have to put in some time in order for you to see some results. But if you are consistent, the results will be plentiful and it will spur you on to continue going on. So yeah, it will take time, but the positives outweigh the negatives. Another thing about going to the gym, not even just going to the gym, pretty much everywhere, if you look good, you'll feel good. So me personally, for example, when I go to the gym, I was very reluctant to go to purchase from Gymshark because I feel like they're quite heavily promoted, but they are lying. Like, it's big facts. Like, the way these leggings, snatch your body. The way these leggings snatch my thighs, they make me want to wear the leggings. And when I'm wearing these leggings, obviously I'm going to the gym. So if you look good, you'll feel good, you'll do good. You don't want to be feeling uncomfortable. Like, if you are going to the gym, for example, and you are feeling quite like body conscious or whatever, you've been in like clothes that show your cellulite and all the lumps and the bumps might make you feel uncomfortable. So obviously, use your little noggin, get you some clothes that make you feel good and look good, and then you might not feel 100% there, but at least you'll be closer to feeling like, okay, I look good, I can do this. That you have to feel confident. Most of the time when people look good, they feel confident. That's all I'm saying. So another thing, if you need to like raise your arms to do something and then like your belly is showing, you might not want to do that exercise because you don't want your belly to show. So obviously get something that's like maybe like tucks in to your leggings or whatever you're wearing, so that it doesn't show, so you don't feel like, I can't do this, I can't do that. Clothes that don't restrict you. Clothes that make you feel powerful, empowered. This is another tip. Only do things that you can maintain. As I said in the past, that week that I did the salads, I loved it. I loved the results of it, I mean. But the actual just eating salads, like, it was good for like the first 2 or 3 days, but mama, by the end of the week, I was yearning for some carbs. I'm just used to eating a lot of carbs, so obviously I just need it in my system. So doing a diet of salads is just unrealistic. So it's just not something I can maintain, so I just wouldn't do that. Because obviously, another thing is like, you don't want to feel like you're punishing yourself. Some people eat like rabbits basically, and I'm always thinking like, damn girl, you must feel sad. Like, this is appalling. Like, I can't be one of those girls. So if I know I can't maintain it, I'm just not gonna do it. It's like thinking that, okay, I'm just gonna wake up and walk all the way to work today. Mate, if you live in Croydon and you work in bloody Central, you're not gonna be able to do that. You might be able to do that one day. Don't set yourself up for failure, basically. Because it will just be demoralizing. You're not going to want to continue to do the things that you can do. If you set yourself little tasks like, every time I go to the post office, okay, I'm actually going to walk to the post office. That's a doable thing. You don't go to the post office every day. When you do go to the post office, it's not like it's a million miles away. You can do it. It's a nice little walk as well. Okay, another tip is to add some variety to your diet and your exercise, because as I said, variety is the spice of life. Is that even a phrase? I feel like I've heard that before. Yeah, variety is the spice of life. So nobody just wants to do the same thing over and over and over again, because it can become quite mundane. So doing something different, it adds a bit of fun to it. It doesn't make it as boring. Like, nobody wants to eat a salad every single day. Nobody wants to just be eating chicken breast and brown rice every day. Like, some people are robotic and can just do that, but if you're like a normal person, then that would just get quite boring, I believe. So yeah, inject some variety in your meals and in your exercise. Like, not every day gym, treadmill, lifting weights. Sometimes go rock climbing. Sometimes do like a dance class. you know, sometimes play badminton, you know, like do something different, you know. My last tip, honestly, this is probably the most important thing, is literally just, you have to live life at the end of the day. I know you want to lose weight and you're on a journey and all this other stuff, but realize it is a journey, and not like, what journey is just a straight line? Do you know what I mean? Even if you want to walk up a road, right, that is a straight line. If you go outside, you realize there's actually people, there's other things that, you know, get in the way. You're gonna have to walk around certain things. There might be a bike on the pavement, like, certain things just come out of nowhere and they disrupt your plan. You're gonna have to adjust to that. So not everything may be as planned, especially if you're a woman. Like, damn, a lot of things come up every month. Like, you're just like, okay, why am I crying today? Oh, because a certain Mrs. Mother Nature was to come to my door. I didn't even invite her, but she's at my door, so I'm gonna have to let her in. Yeah, I may fumble, right? I might order a pizza. I may have a tub of Ben & Jerry's, right? But I can bounce back. It's not like, life isn't a straight line. It's full of waves, ups and downs, peaks and troughs. You know, so you have to put that in your head. Just know that if you slip up, don't just lie down on the ground. Like, get back up. If you do slip up, don't just abandon ship. Like, you have to keep going. You can't just be like wallowing on the floor, expecting someone to come lift you up. Like, you have to do that yourself. And the thing is, yeah, even if you do trip and buckle, yeah, you just have to keep going, because that little, it's such a little, it's a little, in the grand scheme of things, you having a tub of Ben & Jerry's is not going to be the reason why you're still overweight. Like, that's, you can overcome that so easily. Like, maybe, okay, I know I've had this Ben & Jerry's, yeah. A tub of Ben & Jerry's like 1,000 something calories. I'm gonna have to go extra hard for about 3 days at the gym to burn this off, and that's doable. Do you understand what I mean? Like, it's not the end of the world if you slip up, eat a few more calories one day. You're just gonna have to make up for it another day. Life, this life, yeah. It's not easy. It's not. But you just gotta keep going, because the world isn't gonna stop for you, sweetheart. And even those days where you don't feel like going to the gym, you have to be disciplined. One thing you need is discipline, because you're not always gonna want to do it, but the discipline will just get you like out the house. One thing about me, oh, you know what? This is teetering onto another video I want to make, where it's more about motivation. These are just my tips and tricks. I feel like there's so much that goes into this, but let me just say the last thing: live your life, enjoy your life. At the end of the day, if you're at like somebody's birthday and they're having cake, have a slice of cake. Do you know what I mean? Like, live life. You can't just restrict yourself, because that's just no way to live. Unless you really want to just hanker down, but me personally, I just wasn't that girl. If there's cake, I'm gonna eat it. That's just the way I was raised, with manners. If somebody offers you a slice, you're gonna have to accept that one. That is my last tip for this video. Hopefully this is helpful to somebody. These are tips that helped me on my journey. Hopefully they can help you, but yeah, that's it for this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Whatever questions you have, let me know down below, and I will try to answer them in my next videos that are coming up. Yeah, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.